All right, guys, I'm going full degenerate, degen. You guys ever seen that movie 300 where, the main character wants to take a stab at the king and he drops his shield and he becomes lightweight and he, focuses all of his time and energy at throwing the spear at the king to try to kill him? I'm doing that right now with altcoins and my research, but I'm not going to miss. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the channel, well, we've been making money. I am pretty sure the future generations of mini Alexes are going to benefit from some of these altcoins. In this video, we're going to be talking about altcoins before they 10x. I have already invested in these projects, and I am about to lay out the most detailed case for these altcoins and why they could potentially increase in value in the future. That's what's happening. That's what's happening in this video. It's happening. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video, and you can clearly hear in my voice that I am passionate about what I do. I've been making money in cryptocurrency for 6 years and nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is that I have a complete business now with 20-something workers and I had to drop them all. I dropped everything. Just like the guy in the 300 movie, I am fully focused on researching cryptocurrencies on a very foundational level. And in this video, I am going to be laying out a case for a couple of altcoins to potentially 10x, maybe even more multiples, maybe even nothing at all, because this is just risk, high reward. You guys know the deal, but these are very risky, undervalued, low market cap, high risk, high reward coins. I want to be very clear, because if you're still stuck on Robinhood, if you're still stuck on Coinbase and you don't know how to buy other cryptocurrencies, I highly recommend you watch some other videos and try to educate yourself. There's plenty of videos free of charge on my YouTube channel where I break down decentralized exchanges. I also break down how to get on other blockchains that are not Ethereum with MetaMask. And it's the same thing for the blockchain that we're going to be talking about in this video. The only thing more important right now than my research and my contribution to my community is the fact that you guys have not already subscribed to the channel and or smashed the like button. Also, I have a really good recommendation. It probably will pay off more than some of these altcoins. If you turn the post notification bell on, only 25% of my audience gets the videos first. Don't you want to be that guy that comments first in the comment section below? Don't you want to be the guy that gets the information before anybody else? Some of these videos have been panning out very well, and it can be lucrative for you if you turn on post notification bell. So I'm going to take about 5 seconds here to wait for you to do that. So go for it. All right, so if you watched me and you haven't done anything, you're weird. I'm just joking. It's a complete joke. But seriously, guys, let's jump into the actual research. If we come over here, there's one thing I want to point out before we go into the actual cryptocurrencies, and it's basically Uniswap. So Uniswap is a decentralized exchange. So it's similar to, the beginner, exchanges like Robinhood, except for the simple fact that it's all decentralized. So there's no third-party intermediary that gets involved in exchanging these tokens. On Robinhood, there's somebody that has to make the settlement. Basically, you have to KYC yourself and put your identification and put your bank account number. In Uniswap, it's decentralized, and the point of that is the fact that it's permissionless technology. This is the bedrock foundation of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, is that anybody on planet Earth, regardless of government regulation or intervention, can get access to swap to cryptocurrency. This is important. The reason it's important is because we don't want people controlling our future finances. Very simple and straight to the point. I've always talked about, money being the most important variable of society. I want you to think about it, because back in the day, hundreds of years ago, money wasn't as important because all you had to do is worry about survival. So most of the time, people were generalized, right? People were farmers and hunters at the same time. people protected themselves and as well as knew how to help themselves like a doctor, right? And take care of their body. They were more generalized. In this new society, right, in the future, when money came out, people became more specialized, right? Think about it. Obviously, doctors are good at making people healthy, but doctors don't really know how to farm. So you capture their time as a doctor in this specialized time into something called money. And basically, the money can be used to pay for food. And society literally evolved when money came out because of this reason, because now people can focus very deep on specific subjects instead of being more generalized and having to do so much stuff like survive and be a hunter and run your own farm and stuff like that. So money is the most important foundation for human species. I want you to really think about this because it captures the most important commodity, which is our time. It captures our time. And if somebody can siphon time away from us, this is what you call modern day slavery. It's literally happening right now. Somebody controls the monetary supply and can print it at will. They can print it and control it at will, meaning they effectively control your time and can take your time at will. You guys ever notice the price of food has gone up? Go to a restaurant. I just went to the restaurant the other day. 2 years ago, a $20 plate would be considered extremely high class. Now it's normal to pay $12 to $20 for a plate of food. This is what you call inflation. They are printing more money. They're diluting the monetary supply. And then we have to literally pay for it because, the cost of goods goes up in proportion to our salary. Now, I know this is going over a lot of people's heads, but the point I'm trying to get across here is that they are controlling us. They're controlling our time. They're controlling our money. And Uniswap liberates that. It allows anyone on planet Earth, regardless of government restriction, to get access to thousands of cryptocurrencies, which, by the way, are appreciating by larger percentages than anything we've seen in the past decade. Yes, cryptocurrencies are appreciating by larger percentages than anything we've ever seen in the past decade. There was recently an investment into Hex. In the past year, I put $300 in. It is currently worth $44,000. Where else can you get these types of returns? Okay, now I am not promoting Hex and I don't recommend it right now, but if you look at my Instagram, I literally put up a post of $44,000 from a $300 investment. You cannot get that anywhere else. And there's people on these poor countries that are getting these massive benefits, guys. Massive benefits, and they're trying to stop it. The SEC wants to put their slimy hands and tax it. They want to do things like regulate it. They want KYC restrictions. And now they're investigating Uniswap. Can this be a bad thing? It could be a good thing. Personally, I think there's no possible way to ever regulate DeFi. They're pretty much wasting their time. But if they want to waste their time on it, that's 100% okay. What's probably going to happen is we're going to get closer to regulation laws, right? We're going to get closer to anything that pushes it closer to, regulation certainty, which is the number one reason why cryptocurrency is not excelling right now, is that we are just literally uncertain of the guidelines of what we could do as developers, right? How can we create, the ecosystem in a way that aligns with the government is the number one restrictive element of cryptocurrency. So anything that brings us closer to an answer, I think is a good thing. So we're seeing them being investigated by the SEC. I will report on this and update you guys, but this is really big news, hence why I made it the first part of this video. So let's jump into the actual altcoins. First thing, we have to talk about Phantom. I've been talking about Phantom a couple videos, but for the new people, Phantom has recently announced something that's one of the biggest reasons why it's been going up since we talked about it. Literally, we talked about it a couple of days ago. It's up 53%. I have purchased a large amount of Phantom. Of course, I am very happy. It's outcompeting every single layer one. It's outcompeting Solana that everybody's talking about, AVAX, right? Avalanche, right? Everybody's talking about that. Even Cardano, it's outcompeting Cardano. So, of course, we have to talk about some altcoins on the Phantom ecosystem. Now, this is going to be very valuable for you guys because it's very hard to find research on the coins on Phantom. Unless you've been in blockchain and been investigating this for a while, it's extremely difficult to find these coins. So I have filtered out the BS ones. I've filtered out the scams. And at the end of this video, I have actually a really special announcement for free. For free, you can mint an NFT by the DeFi father himself, the most important decentralized finance developer in the world has created an NFT that you can get for free. Now, I don't know if it's going to pan out to be extremely expensive. I don't know, but at the exact end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can mint it by just paying the gas costs, which, by the way, the gas cost on Phantom is very cheap. It's like literally 5 cents. So for 5 cents, you could get yourself a free NFT. And now it's difficult to get. So I'm going to break down in a tutorial style exactly how to mint it for yourself. And in the future, if this NFT plans out and an NFT world comes to Phantom, which, by the way, Phantom's the first layer 1 to have a bridge, an NFT bridge from Ethereum to... I'm sorry. I'm just very, very excited. This can play out. This free NFT could play out big for you, big time, which I'll show you what I'm talking about. But first, this is really important. From today on, protocol teams will be able to apply for rewards from the foundation, the Phantom Foundation, based on their total value locked, scaling from 1 million Phantom up to 5 million Phantom. It is the first iteration, and it's going to be changed accordingly depending on the needs of builders. So they're committing 370 million Phantom, which when they did this, it was only 80 cents. Now Phantom's $1.30, $1.40. So that's a lot of money going to creators. Basically, the gist here is they have a roadmap. If they hit 5 million in TVL, which a lot of the projects have, Phantom will literally pay you out 5 million Phantom, which right now is worth like $7 million. So you're making 100K a month, close to 100K a month by just developing on the Phantom ecosystem. Now, they have another one where if you hit a million, the rewards were $1 million. You have to hit 5 million TVL. They give you $1 million. Excuse me on that one. I read it wrong. But if you hit 100 million, then they pay you out 5 million FTM tokens. So as you can imagine, developers are flocking to Phantom. They're flocking. And this is the reason why the price has been going up so much. Everyone's coming over to Phantom right now because they want to get these free rewards. So I do think the ecosystem is going to grow. And not only that, but I think it's going to keep the developers because they have a type of incentivization model that allows them to continue to grow and continue getting rewards. So you see protocols like Iron Finance right here. Iron Swipe is live on Phantom. This recently just happened. We anticipated this on the channel, and we're seeing other projects start to swoop in on Phantom, which is going to make the ecosystem big, which is going to bring users because they want to get access to, these APYs, these massive percentage gains, right? This yield farm. They want to get access to that, including myself. And I'm in and I've staked on a couple of the coins that we're going to be talking about in this video. So it's going to bring users. It's going to bring developers. The ecosystem is going to grow very fast. Now, if we look at Bitcoin's price, again, the channel that we've been talking about here, we're coming up to the top of it. So you guys know what I said before, and I want to be very clear. If Bitcoin gets up to 33K and we don't see anything significant to the upside, if we don't see any large volume candlesticks, anybody talking about Bitcoin in a positive way, which, by the way, tomorrow El Salvador makes Bitcoin officially legal tender. So this is big positive news coming up to this large order block here, the top of this large order block. If we don't see Bitcoin break past $53,000 in an aggressive way, then what I might do is have to get rid of some of my cryptocurrency. So this is an official sell call before it happens. I'm letting you guys know ahead of time so you understand my gist and why I'm doing this. Now, this is technical analysis based. Guys, it really depends on what's going on. So if you want my official calls, go to thefundamentalsecrets.com. That's where I put everything out first. That's the first place I put anything. And it's very easy for me to just type it in there. We have live Q&As, etc. You guys know the deal. A lot of you have heard this over and over again. But again, I want to see what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin moves the market. The total market capitalization looking really good, coming to the all-time high. So this is a really good buy or sell moment. Do you buy? If it blows past all-time high and we go into no man's land, it'll be ultra bullish. If this goes past all-time high, if Bitcoin breaks above $53,000 in an aggressive way, and the total market capitalization breaks all-time high, this is huge. That means more money has been in this market than ever before, and Bitcoin's going to 100K. And if that happens, that means all the altcoins we talk about are going to do some numbers. So let's jump into it a little bit more. If we look at DeFi Llama, which is basically the front-end interface of Phantom, you can see that the TVL is increasing at an aggressive rate. We're currently sitting at $178 billion total value locked on the Phantom chain in general. This is all the money in Phantom. So that's big. you need to pay attention because this is going to be a big thing to play out in the future. Also, the actual NFT we're going to be talking about towards the end of this video, right here, it's actually trending on the front page of Phantom Scan. It's basically the top transaction count received. So it's literally the most popular contract right now on Phantom blockchain. We're going to be talking about that NFT towards the end. You got to pay attention because people are trying to get it for free and just only a 5-cent transaction fee. So the first coin we're going to talk about when it comes to the undervalued altcoins is Boo. So we talked about this on my other video, Spooky Swap. And since then, we're up about 40%. It's nice. And I also staked it. What Boo is, it's very simple. I'm not trying to dive too deep into these projects because a lot of these people are anonymous and stuff like that, and they're just getting started. So it's really hard to gauge what projects are going to, beat another. But there's a couple of them that we know are going to stay here because of their teams. You could just tell the development is aggressive. You could tell that they're going to be here for the long haul. But, Boo is up like a lot. And Boo looks like it's going to be the best decentralized exchange on Phantom. It has the best interface. It has the most adoption. It has the most TVL. So if you want a safer bet, it's not that safe. I'm going to be honest with you, but compared to any other cryptocurrency on this ecosystem, it's the safer bet. They're coming out with the bridge where you can, send from Ethereum to Phantom. They have swap, they have liquidity, they have farms, basically the whole 9 yards when it comes to decentralized exchanges. Look, total value locked, 320 million. So they took advantage of that 5 million in Phantom that they got as rewards. So they're clearly thriving. The team is great. If we look at the Twitter, look, the Phantom incentive program is already being used to build on Opera. It's great. Guys, their followers went up by like 5K in the past 3 days, right? So this is the #1 community-driven, trader-focused DEX. So they're coming out with order books. They're coming out with a lot. We actually had a full video on this, so you guys could go watch it on my channel if you want. But I wanted to make you guys aware of it. Another one, which is a fork of Cream Finance. Right now, Cream Finance is one of the biggest decentralized exchanges on Ethereum. This is just a fork of that on Phantom. I actually purchased Scream and then I staked it. I staked the Scream here to get X Scream, and I'm earning Scream, right, at 86.5 APY per year. So that's not bad at all. But Scream has also been going up. I purchased it at the same time I purchased Boo. I just haven't had a chance to make the video around it. And it's still undervalued. So Cream Finance is just simply, if we go over here to apps, I can just show you. So you can lend, borrow. You guys know Cream Finance. It helps with capital efficiency in the market. This is a fork, so it's very similar. As you can see here, this is big. Look, 15% APY on FUSDT. So Phantom stablecoin, you can earn. You could take loans out. You could allow people to take loans from your money, et cetera, et cetera. It just helps for decentralized finance. And we look at the Twitter. This one's a little bit more undervalued. There's only 5,000 followers. But as you can see here, the TVL is increasing 110 million. They got rewarded from the incentivization model. The total supply is 295 million. And the total borrow is 184 million. As you can see here, top 10 projects by TVL growth in the last 7 days. Crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy. Which brings me to my last one. This is probably the riskiest, which is called Spirit Swap. It's another decentralized exchange with the token Spirit. They also have a staking mechanism, but I did not stake with them because this is something I'll probably get rid of a lot quicker, to be completely honest with you. Boo is definitely the best. They're just kind of like second runner-up from what a lot of people have been talking about. Team's great. Twitter's great. They've been thriving. So these 3 coins, the fundamental analysis I usually do when we break down the team and the product is better for long-term, more established projects. These in general, you just want to find the best ones, especially when there's a new ecosystem like Phantom that are just now growing, which Phantom is still very undervalued. We still have a lot of room to grow. So once Phantom gets to like the top 20, then I can look at the coins on Phantom a little bit deeper. But in general, they're all going to really follow each other. And if you look at like how some of these undervalued coins have been playing out, they get very similar gains because people are just jumping into the market in general. Phantom's only what's the market cap is only 3.2 billion. It's going to be a top 20 coin very soon. We were talking about it when it was number 70. Now it's where is it? Phantom number 55. It's probably going to make its way up past Kusama. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets up, like I said, guys, I'm going to say it again, top 20. So we still have like a couple of multiplies, right? We still have like a 2 to 3x. So if we look at, for example, Boo, they're going up very similar because it doesn't really matter. There's only a couple of DeFi projects, right? So if we look at Boo, it's up 15%. If we look at Spirit, so the only thing that matters really is the market cap. So the smaller market cap, as you can see here, Spirit should go up by larger percentages in the future. It's a little bit more aggressive. If we look at Scream, which is Cream.finance. And by the way, guys, another kind of side tangent, I know it's probably stupid, but Phantom is clearly like Halloween based and Halloween's around the corner. So I don't know, You guys know that's probably not a good way to invest, but Scream is only 20 million market cap. This is a big, like if it just gets to 100 million, which is very likely. If we look at Boo, for example, I think it's close to 100 million. Yeah, Boo, let's let it load really quickly. Yeah, it's 100 million. That's a 5x. So Scream, which we know again in decentralized finance, Cream.finance is a big part of Ethereum. If it gets just 100 million, that's a 5x, guys. So very asymmetrical bet. But also you can make the case that the biggest DeFi projects are going to get the most growth, which we clearly see Spooky Swap getting the most growth right now. So these three coins are my favorite picks on the Phantom, at least right now, until we see things change. Like we said, Iron Finance just came out the woodworks talking about jumping on Phantom. So maybe their price will go up or whatever the case is. We're going to see a lot of projects join, and then maybe the dynamic will change. But the three here, Scream, Spooky Swap, and Spirit Swap, are native to Phantom. So they're doing the best right now, in my personal opinion. Now, a couple of other things. I just purchased this coin called Brush. This is the first NFT exchange, and they have a coin called Brush. And I just purchased a little bit of it, and their TVL is very low, asymmetrical. Guys, the money I put in some of these coins, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm letting it completely go. Like if this goes to zero, I'll be completely fine with it going to zero. This is how I'm thinking when I'm investing in these. So I really want to make sure you guys understand that this is so asymmetrical. You have to invest in some cases multiple coins to get your benefit. And I'm actually coming out with a strategy video, so pay attention to that. It's coming out very soon. I think it's going to be my next video where I'll show you risk management. Because the point here is when you're investing into these low market cap coins, if you don't use risk management, you're going to get wrecked. So you need to know what that is, right? So if you look to buy Brush token, I bought a couple. I don't even know if it went through or not. Let's go to buy Brush and see if it went through. And I think I want to stake it. See if I can switch it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought some. Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, I did buy some right here. It's not showing for, oh, there it is. Brush right there. So I believe there's a way to stake it. Let's see if I could do that right now. I'm going to go to home. Let's say your locked Brush. Harvest, ROI calculator, where's the actual staking? They're all usually the same. It's not showing. Let's see, farms, Brush and Phantom. Here we go. I want to stake though. Pools, earn Brush, enable. Here we go. So you have, here, let me confirm that. Let's show you guys how fast the actual Phantom network is. Let's give it a second to confirm. Pending. There we go. So we could stake now. I'm going to stake max. Really quickly read this. The Brush can be harvested at any time. Additionally, the equal amount is locked for 3 months. Visit the gallery to see your locked amount or unlock it. You may be able to unlock. See, the thing is, the only reason I'm able to do this with locked assets is because I really don't care. I told you, I put an amount in there that I'm willing to let go to zero. So I'm going to let it lock up for 3 months. I'm completely fine with that. And I'm just going to confirm this. You can see there about $2,500. I'm going to confirm it. And if it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it's okay. I've made so much money already off of Phantom, just the token itself, that it's way more than, what I'm losing here. Good risk management is always good. So you can see right there, I just staked some Brush on PaintSwap. This is the first NFT marketplace. Let's jump into the last part of the video that I've been kind of raving about. This is going to be some very high level stuff. It might not be for the normal person, but I'll try to break it down as simple as possible. So if you guys don't know, Andre Cornier, which is basically they call him the father of DeFi, created something called Yearn Finance. And at the time, it was like the craziest, most innovative project. They created Yearn Finance. Right now, it's currently one of the top DeFi protocols. And he also created, some projects on Phantom. Here's one of them. And he's been playing around with this. It's basically just kind of like a game where you can have little characters here. You have a barbarian, you have a bard, we have like a wizard, a sorcerer, a rogue, a ranger. And what he does is you have attributes, right? So this is the website right here, rarity-adventures.surge.sh. And what you could do is for free is you can mint. And it's very weird. Guys, you're not going to be able to see any interface. This is some low-level protocol. It launched in the last 24 hours. So it's really like the developers that are playing with this right now. And that's when you want to get in. You want to get into things when it's really, really early. But basically over here, it's very simple. He's making a game, an NFT game, where once a day you could do something called Adventure, where you can mint these characters for free, which I've already minted one of each. All you have to do is enter the class to mint. So if, let's say, hypothetically, I put 1, I want to mint a barbarian. Then I press submit, then a transaction goes through. And like I said, it's less than like 10 cents. It's very cheap here. And then you can confirm it or reject it. And then they'll give you a summoner. So if I click right here, enter summoner ID to see stats, I'm gonna press 1 and I'm gonna press submit. And you can see I have a barbarian. I just minted it, so I have 0 XP. But what you do is you click this button here to adventure. And when you click that, you gain XP. And then with the XP, you can level up your characters or your NFTs, right? So inspired by loot, but different, the core mechanic approach. Anyone can create a summoner where there is no limits. It doesn't cost anything other than gas. Once per day, a summoner can adventure, earning 250 XP. Once you have earned the acquired amount of XRP to advance a level, you can level up. So I don't know if this is going to play out in a positive way. It doesn't matter to me because it's free, like I said. So I'm just kind of leveling them up every single day. I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to enter the summoner ID. I minted one of each. So I'll press in like 2, for example, press submit, and then I'll just click adventure and just continue to level it up to see what it plays out. But basically, he has a whole bunch of attributes, as you can see here. So you can level them up, in a strategic way. And he said in the future, the attributes will contribute to you being able to create assets or like build assets, like similar to RuneScape. And then these assets will be able to be sold on an NFT marketplace. So literally it's free. And here's the attributes that you can level up by. So I just have to come in here and keep leveling it up. And I think that's the point. They just want you to continue to use the protocol, whatever the case is. But as you can see here, this actually came out recently, literally today. At the base, you have a summoner NFT. It has a class, XP amount, and level. This can only grow through time and dedication. So you have to continue to dedicate your time to growing it. Separate to the summoner are attributes. You can read more here. We talked about the attributes. You have a couple like wisdom, intelligence. We have, strength, etc. It's similar to any other game. Separate to summoner are attributes. You can see it here. This is a completely independent contract from the summoner NFT. It builds upon the top of the summoner NFT. Next will be an individual composable building block. So they're going to be creating skills, economies, feats, spells, spell books, crafting equipment. Guys, it's crazy. All I got to say is that in general, when things like this happen in a grassroots way, where it's like very early on and you have big developers jumping on it, like this guy, pretty much every project he touches does well. And then you have him saying things like, this is the funnest project he's ever worked on. And then he comes out even with the skill chart right here. There's literally a whole skill chart that you can look and see exactly, which way you want to build your character. When you see things like this is a good time to get in. And again, this is the perfect time actually because it's free. So there's really no cost to it. But yeah, you can add the attributes to your summoners. You could clearly see he's going to be working on it more. Look, working on rarity is probably the most stress-free I've been. Doing smart contracts that interact with 0 financial values is incredibly refreshing. I get why people refer NFTs over DeFi. There's so much less risk. So he's going to continue to work on it. And to be honest, I'm going to continue to jump in there every single day, just really quickly to give you a breakdown. It's very simple. All you have to do is go over to this website, rarity-adventures.surge.sh, summon or, mint your character. And then every day, just type in your ID, 1, submit, and click adventure. And your XP will go up by 250. Tomorrow, I should see mine up by 250. And then from there, once you get to a certain level, it gets a little bit detailed. So we'll make another video on how to level them up. It requires actually a little bit of code, but it's relatively simple. I'll give you guys a full tutorial once I can actually do it, but I can't do it right now until I get 1,000 XP. And I'll walk you guys through that. And, hopefully in the future, it pans out to something that's actually valuable. But judging off the credibility, judging off the fact that if we come over here to the actual contract address, and it was the biggest, as you can see at the top, transaction count received on the Foundum network today, it looks like it's causing a little bit of disturbance. And we have like Botang, which is like a big NFT DeFi guy, talking about it and stuff like that. And like all these big DeFi guys are, jumping into it. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, getting some free, NFTs and seeing how it plays out and spending maybe 5-10 minutes of your time to jump into that. But yeah, here's the actual contract itself on the blockchain. And all you have to do is simply connect to the Web3, and then you can increase the attributes right here once you have enough XP. I'll show you guys with code when it comes out. But yeah, that's the free NFT. Take advantage of it. I'm providing you guys with research literally the day that it comes out. I'm showing you how to use the research. If you haven't been in cryptocurrency for a long time, some of this stuff can be very confusing. So consider subscribing to the channel. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I love you. Catch you in the next one. All right, really quickly, guys, before I go, let me finish up this tutorial because the adventure button doesn't work on that website. So let's just do it the real way, as if you're connected directly to the smart contract address. So all you have to do is go over to the actual contract, which as you can see here, rarity manifested. This is the actual contract address. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. Or you could just find it on Andre Cornier's Twitter. Just go to his Twitter and it will show you exactly where the contract is. I found it here. And then what you want to do is you want to come over here to contract. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to click write contract and you're going to connect to Web3. So I connected. You have to make sure you're on the Phantom blockchain. See, I'm on the Phantom blockchain there. And then you want to have like a second address open with your public address. So to get your public address, all you have to do is click whatever account you're using, copy to clipboard, go to phantomscan.com. Let me just show you, paste in the public address, and then it's going to show you a couple of things. As you can see here, I summoned all of these characters. I summoned like one of each. And then as you can see, when I tried to use the button didn't work for some reason, the adventure button. So we're going to do like as if you're actually doing it like directly on the contract. So we come back to the main contract address and all you need to do is get something called a summoner ID. It's very simple. So if we come over here, you can see I summoned a whole bunch of them. All I'm going to do is take this right here, pop that open. I'm going to open all of them. We'll do all of them in front of you guys, or I'll do a couple. I have to do all of them. Boom, boom. See, or we could just do all of them, whatever. I'll open all of them like this and we'll just knock it out real quick because I'm going to do it anyways. All right, we're doing this. And basically, like I told you guys, to gain XP, you have to basically adventure. Let me just open the last one again. Yeah, you have to adventure out and it gives you XP. So you can see here, it's very simple, guys. Right here, summoner ID, copy, boom. And then I'm going to come back to the original contract address. And then I'm just going to put in my summoner ID right there. Boom. And then all I do is click write. It's that simple. This pops up here. It's less than a penny, confirm. And there you go. That guy's going to go adventure. And then all I'm going to do now is just go through it. And I think the numbers are similar. So 391234, 391311. No, they're all different. So yeah, I'm just going to have to stay here and copy each one of these. It's that simple. Just copy this one. Boom. And then let's just go and see if it's done. I come here. Yeah, it's done. And then if I refresh the main address right here, I just refresh this. You can see that I put one onto an adventure 30 seconds ago right here. So I went on an adventure. And then if I want to do the second one, boom, I'm going to paste that one in there. And you could just write all of them. Oh, we got to just delete this. There you go. It should work now. Let me refresh it. Let's go to boom, summoner unit. Oh, I think this is the one I already sent on an adventure, I believe. Let me just Control Z. What am I doing here? Let's just paste it one more time. Okay, let's delete that. I think I already sent this one on an adventure, but let's try it again. We just connect to the Web3 wallet. Okay, there you go, I connected. Right, yeah, see, this one I think I already sent on an adventure. That's probably why it's not working. So let me just exit out the ones I already did. Let's try this one right here. All right, let's try this one again. Boom. Remember, guys, this project is valueless. But the reason we're doing it is for the future potential of value. And the person that's creating it is very credible. So I think it might have some future value. There you go. That should go through. Here, if we want to make this quick, I already knocked this one out. Let's just go to the next one. And you should be able to just kind of go through it. Like I said, guys, I just minted one of each just to test it out. I do not know what's going to go on, but it's free. It's not free. You just pay the gas costs, but the gas costs are really cheap. So I'm going to press confirm on that one. There you go. That one's gone. Exit. And I'm just going to go through and I am going to send all of them on an adventure. And you could do the same thing if you guys want. This is all of an experiment, but it should go through. And then if I go over here, yep, they're pending. And then if I refresh this, we should see a couple of them going on an adventure. There you go. Look, see, they're all going on an adventure. So that's the more legitimate way. You can use the interface, but the interface wasn't working for me. I thought it worked, but for some reason it wasn't working. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial.